My Hero Academia's Class 1A had a lot of hero potential students, but one always stood out to me as being extremely heroic and extremely chivalrous. And that, of course, is my boy Eijiro Kirishima, aka the hardening hero Red Riot. He is literally the guy who will put his body on the line to protect the citizens and his friends. So today we're going to go ahead and we're going to check out one of my favorite boys in the My Hero Academia franchise with another Ichiban Kuji figure of Red Riot. Hey everyone, it's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, and it's time again to go plus ultra with another My Hero Academia Ichiban Kuji unboxing. Now this of course is from the Next Generation series, which was a large list of prizes. Now this Kuji itself had a whopping 8 figures in it. So this is the G prize. But we had Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, we had Red Riot, we had Ochako, we had Ingenium, Froppy, and Eraserhead in this set. So a couple of those characters got their first taste at being part of one of the higher end figures. Now what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead, we're going to look at the box, and then we're going to take a look at what's inside. So I'm ready to go. Red Riot's ready to go. I hope you are too. Let's go ahead and start with the box. Alright, so as you can see here, first thing from this box is it is smaller than the typical Kujis I've been doing because this is a standard, not a Masterlize series or an extra series. So this also has a color-coded box, obviously red for Red Riot. We have the My Hero Academia logo, the Next Generation, the Toho Animation logo, the Ichiban Kuji logo, Bandai logo, all the usual suspects here. Red Riot, the G prize, you see it there. And again, we have the red color, and every other character in this Kuji also had a color-coded box from blue to red to green to gray and all kinds of different colors of the rainbow. So pretty cool. Here on the side, we have a full view of the figure, of course, with a nice clean white backdrop so you can get a good look at what you're in for. And here on the other side, we have a closer look, kind of at a nice angle of Kirishima's face, kind of from the waist up, looking really, really cool. And then here on the back, we have all of the information about the figure itself and a look at every single one of the characters included in this lineup. So there were quite a bit of characters. And here on the top, we have obviously My Hero Next Generations and the G prize. That's it for the box. Let's go ahead and see what's inside. All right, so now this is my first figure in this series, so I'm not actually sure how the packaging is going to go, but I'm assuming it's going to be one simple piece, the figure, maybe a foot peg, and some packing material. Let's go ahead and take a look. Well, first things first, we had some plastic and a foot peg, but it didn't quite pull out the way I thought. It's just a top and a bottom. It definitely fooled me, as you saw there, because I went to pull out an entire clamshell, but we just got a clamshell top and a clamshell bottom. And as I suspected, a little foot peg. So we've got Kirishima and a foot peg. This is going to be easy. And it's got a typical annoying looking kind of chunky foot peg with a very, very thin entry point. So this is probably going to go around an ankle. And Red Riot is completely sealed, so he needs to get cut. And that's it. He is here. Does he stand up on his own? He does. Actually, this one doesn't need the foot stand. He's pretty sturdy. He doesn't fall over when I move this. So you can go ahead and add this thing on if you want, but honestly, if it's that big of an eyesore and he's going to stand up on his own, I don't really think this is necessary, but it is going to slide and tuck in between the 2 feet, which I don't really like. I think it's more of an eyesore. I'm not really a fan of it. And if he doesn't need it, well, then I don't think we need to use it. So this thing looks pretty freaking awesome. Definitely a size difference here between him and the Masterlize, but we're going to go ahead, we're going to zoom in, and we're going to show you guys a look at Red Riot. Posters of legends on every single wall.
action figures standing tall, cosplay outfits ready for the con, inbox treasure never pawned. Every inch of space a tale to share, pixelated quests all filed with care. Dusty joysticks, they click, the combo strike, and the room's alive with the late night tide. Times you that can't be, time source keys. Well, I'd never be regular right line. Hogan lie, Hogan fine. He's in my room, filled shells on Min condition fixed in their box. Security, let's unbox. Reveal that rare gloss. Caffeine high, no sleep cramped. Nerves never sleep, we're always hyped. So awake, you're night. Arcade buttons clacking clear, retro console.
Alright, so there was your closer look at this Kirishima Kuji figure. And obviously, you can see right off the bat, as I said, this is much smaller of a piece than his Master Lies Extra, because those are just kind of made differently. Now, the biggest things I see that stand out right away between this one and this version is the colors. I think the colors in this one are very bright, they're very vibrant, they pop, especially in his hair, whereas this one has more of a darker, kind of grittier tone to it, with the kind of disheveled loincloth area thing. And, you know, I really like how this figure came out. Now, this is his original costume. This is more of his upgraded suit. So he does have the arm protectors, so when he is rescuing citizens and things like that, they do not get injured or hurt by his hardening ability. That's why he has the arm kind of sleeves going on. So I think all in all, this is a really, really awesome figure. I think other than this Master Lies Series 1, it's probably my favorite Red Riot. I love the confident kind of pose he's just got there, like he's walking with some swagger, hand on the belt there. The expression he's got on his face, again, very confident, very kind of proud of himself. You know, I do like it. I love that they added the metallic kind of tone to the paint on his gears, which this one itself was actually lacking. Again, all the bells and whistles and the shininess and the colors were kind of muted on this piece. And that was my one thing I didn't really like about it. But here we get all of those aspects of the character, the different colors, the different tones, all the brightness, the obviously the darks and the muted colors of the more dark maroon and the black sleeves, things like that. But his face shield, his gears all have a more metallic kind of tone to it. Even his belt buckle has it as well. So, I mean, I gotta say, I really, really dig this one. I love the smile they give him. The teeth are out there. And yes, I did put this on, guys, just so you can see how it looks. But again, it doesn't really do a lot. This figure does stand up on its own very, very well. So it's going to be up to your personal preference. Honestly, I've lost a few of these foot pegs, so I have started leaning towards putting them on them in my display. But it is up to you. This thing, honestly, for the price that I got him at, which I think he was around $30, very, very affordable for a Kuji figure. The actual sculpt of this character and just actually my kind of preference towards this character, I gotta rate this one pretty high. So I'm gonna give him a good 8 out of 10. And I know that's kind of a high number, but for a Kuji figure this size, so we're going to the heroes versus villains lines, stuff like that, that are on the smaller scale that usually go around, $45 or so. This thing is actually really, really awesome. Now, do I want a Red Riot in a more dynamic pose? Absolutely, and I do have one of those. I just don't have it yet. There is one with his hardening ability kind of in place that pairs up with the fat gum I have. So I'll be looking forward to that one and seeing how these size up as well. But all in all, a very, very solid piece, a great start to checking out this collection, which I do have 3 of the figures from. So I am looking forward to checking out the Ingenium and the Eraserhead that accompany this figure as well. So that's going to be it for this one today, guys. I hope you enjoyed checking out our boy Red Riot with me. And if you did like the video, do me a solid, click the like button, the subscribe button, the share button, spread the nerdiness, follow on all the socials. The links are down in the description below. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.